Hi, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 15. Today we are going to be talking about Christmas cards. For the last 3 years, I've done a Christmas card that I've handed out. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm not doing them for the real reason that Christmas cards I think were created. I am more or less doing them because I think that they are funny, and it's more of like a meme joke that I personally just find funny, and that's the reason that I do it. So I'm going to take you through my last 2 years and then show you the card that I made for this year. I handed it out to everyone in my town that I work in, and then I'm going back to New York and I'm going to hand it out to people there as well. Yeah, I just think it's a funny thing to do, and everyone seems to like it when I do it. So let's get going. So this is year one, very simple Christmas card. Really, the only reason I did this is because there were people in my life. So this was 3 years ago, so I was 24. And there were people in my life that were getting married, having kids, like buying a house, doing these big things. And I was like, I don't have any of these updates to give. I literally just moved in. No, it was COVID. I'd gotten an apartment. I'd moved 13 hours away from home. And I was like, I found it sort of weird to see like all of these people doing these cards with all this information, stuff like that. And I really did buy this apartment for the brick wall that you see behind me. I have one on that side, one on this side, and then one in my bedroom as well. And I was just, it's the first apartment that I've ever lived in where it's completely mine. And I'm just very, very proud of it. So this first one, I made a joke to a coworker and was like, yeah, I'm going to do a Christmas card and just introduce everyone to the brick wall that I finally have in my life. And then I actually did it and everyone thought it was funny. So then I kept it going. Year two, got a little bit more invested. I decorated those bookshelves that you see behind me, but there were no other decorations on them for many a months. But this one, Season's Greeting from Jenn, her brick wall. The brick wall is going to be included in everything until I move. I took a picture in Vegas when we were there for the NFCA convention, so I added that because that's very Christmassy. No dog yet. Let's hope for 2020. So this one was a little more in depth in the sense that I created a background. My hair was so aggressively long. And then I created the sign that said 21 updates. No dog yet. COVID's still around. Living in Iowa. Loving my job. Brick wall still cool. 2022 goals. Dog. 2 dogs. So it was a little more in depth, a little bit more information, but still just like, this is what a 26-year-old at the time, like this was what I was doing. So it's funny to think about. And again, I gave it to people in my life and like they didn't think that I would do it for a second year. And then I gave it to them and they're like, this is ridiculous. And I go, I know, and I love it. Like it's a harmless prank. No one's gonna get mad, no one's gonna get upset. It's just a harmless prank. And I love it so much because it's not serious. I hand these to people and I'm like, you don't have to keep them, just do you want to look at it? And every year everyone's like, why would I not keep it? Which I find weird that my photo is just all over the place. So like I've said, I've used Canva for every single photo I've done. And this is the outline of the one that I started with. So I really liked, there were multiple pictures. For the idea I had, I wanted a picture of just me by myself, and then I'll show you sort of the other ones. I liked the layout of this. I liked the way that it looked. I liked the gold. I didn't love the beige. It felt too, like it's just not my style. I like dark, I like brick, I like natural stones, metals, woods, that type of stuff. And this just felt too like crisp, clean white. So I loved the layout, and then I just thought that maybe I would try changing the background color, which I did in my next photo. Big update of this year is that I had coworkers and friends who had babies. My first thought, there were 3 of them that had babies like literally a month apart from each other. My first thought was to get all 3 babies, dress them up as elves, and I was gonna be Santa. And then I just have 3 random babies in my Christmas card that like are technically in my life, but like no reason that they should be in my Christmas card. Then I was supposed to take that picture in November. So November happens, my mom gets sick, I go home for a full month basically. We don't have time to set all this stuff up. So one of the people is a very, very close friend of mine. She let me borrow her baby and be in the photo, which she's the cutest thing. I'm going to blur out her face because she does not want to be, she did not ask for this or anything like that, but it is so cute and I can't wait for you to see it. So this is this year's Christmas card. So again, we did the gold, but this time with the dark green. And the pictures are a little bit more muted than the bright white in the original one. So I have it set up, like brick wall is still there, it's still prevalent, but there's like a fire on the TV and then a little Christmas village as well. I am dressed up as Santa and my little elf is dressed up as an elf. And again, 2022, Merry Christmas from Jenn, her brick wall, no dog, and a baby. Oh, a paid actor and a star. She did get paid. She got to keep the costume, so she's a paid model. She's the cutest goddamn baby I've ever seen, and she is amazing. But yes, this is the 2022 Christmas card. The people in my life have loved it so far. Everyone in Iowa really loves it. The 2022 updates, no dog yet. COVID, still around, not really. Still living and working in Iowa, that's correct. Still love my job, that's correct. Brick wall is still beautiful. 23 goals, still no dog, I'm working on it. And then maybe a bunny. I've decided this year my brother has a bunny and I like it and I like the way that they react to things and I think they're the best parts of cats without the bad parts. So I'm thinking that maybe a bunny may be in my future. But this is the 2022 Christmas card. Yeah. I know this was a quick video. Honestly, Thursdays are like one of my hardest days to actually post because it's like towards the end of the week and everything didn't work out this weekend that I wanted it to. But I hope you understand. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, let me know. Vlogmas Day 15. We're through 2 weeks. Who would have thought? And see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 16.